of our latest additions or upgrades onto the skis is our new line protectors. These we've made out of a special casting with a little bit of reinforcing for resin. The idea of these, as I said, they're either we call it a line protector or a weed deflector, is when you position them, your fishing line won't get jammed or your weed won't get jammed underneath the rudder itself. What actually happens is this little rudder changes the direction of the line. So in the case of a fishing line running down your ski, it hits there, runs up and runs off. So it doesn't go underneath the rudder. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how we fit these two onto a fishing ski. This fits onto any of the pro fishers, the surf fisher, the fisher, any other kayaks where there's no skeg protector. There's a front one. Okay, the front has a flat area on the back. What this does, it allows you to line up as close as possible, making sure the gap in front of the skeg itself is minimal, so that nothing actually can go down there. Remembering that when you fit it, you still need to be able to turn the rudder. Okay, so we're going to fit that as close to possible. Lift to the front. Then we have the back one, completely rounded. This one, the reason why this one is not flat on the back is because of the space in the back of the rudder. It allows you to push it under to line it up. The same concept. You're going to fit it as close as you can to the skeg or the rudder system, not allowing anything to get stuck between the rudder itself and there, but still remembering that your rudder's got to be able to turn. So you need, before you glue it on, please make sure that your rudder turns. Okay. Once we've put the two line protectors in place, you need to make sure that your rudder, first of all, your rudder's straight. So you line your rudder up straight. Then you will position both of them as straight as possible. Okay? And then mark the kayak. So we'll mark it. Okay. The reason we're marking this now is, like with any fiberglass product, if it's smooth and you just put glue on it, the glue will just peel off. So what we've got to do now is we've got to roughen this up ever so slightly with some sandpaper. Roughen the bottom, just like he's doing there. We're roughing it up, and what that does, it allows the glue to bond a lot better. So we're going to roughen up that area, and then obviously the back areas. Okay, so now if you feel it, you can actually feel that this area is much rougher. This is very smooth, this is nice and rough. So what we'll do is we'll put the glue onto it now. The best glue for you to use at home is just a normal 5-minute epoxy. We've pre-mixed it already, so we're going to apply the epoxy, or in some cases the guys get a much harder epoxy. This is just a general purpose 5-minute epoxy that we're using to mix on. And we will stick them in place. Once again, making sure the rudder is straight so that when you stick it down, then you can line it up. Pushing it down nice and firmly. Knowing that the extra glue and everything will squeeze out. The gap is nice and small. And it's straight, checking that it's all lined up. Okay, that's the front one, and the back one. Okay, they're both in position. Before they dry, please check that the rudder turns properly without catching. Alright, and then what we'll do is we'll wait for these to dry a little bit, and when the glue starts to get a little bit rubbery, we'll clean it out. Remember, once you've fitted these, to make sure that the front area here doesn't have a sharp edge, either to, first of all, to cut your fishing line, and second of all, so that something can get stuck on it. So make sure that when you put the glue around the edge, that it's nice, has a nice tapered effect so that the line will follow, and exactly the same on the back. So the edge in the front of each of these, in the case of the back, but where the line would catch, and here where the line would catch, so it has a very smooth transition not to either cut the fishing line or to jam the fishing line. And then you're finished. This will prevent weed, fishing line and anything else from getting jammed underneath your rudder. There we go.